go in a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Side if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Tell us! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. So here it is, viewers. The Commissioner of Police, Earl Haywood Christopher, will have to wait until at least next month to learn the fate of her lawsuit against the Police Service Commission over its decision to suspend her during the outcome of a criminal probe. High Court Judge Christopher reserved April 15th to either deliver his judgment in her case or oral submission on its merit while presiding over a virtual case management conference. So Trinidad and Tobago, this is so unbelievable. The Prime Minister, when they had the bacchanal with Gary, the Prime Minister said, I am the big individual. I was the one that went to the President to give advice. Imagine that, eh? He drawed back in the day. Went to the President to scrap the merit list because of the fact that the former Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith's name, was on the list. And he decided to execute his power as being the big person in society. Imagine that, eh? Now, months or years up the road, the Commissioner of Police, Earl Haywood Christopher, finds herself in a situation. What does the Prime Minister have to say about this? Not much. Not much. Imagine that, eh? So imagine what they was trying to do with Gary back then, and look at the present commissioner now. And we have a tendency to say in Trinidad that God is a Trini and God don't sleep. It's true he don't sleep. Definitely God don't sleep. I could tell you that. I mean, it has been some time now. I've been telling Earla, go home, rest yourself, go play with your grandchildren, drink your coffee in your veranda, relax yourself, go on vacation. No, Earla did not want to listen. Earla didn't want to do that. Power stricken. Look at her now. Look at her now. I warned her so many times. Now she's embattled in a lawsuit concerning the job, concerning sniper rifle. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. In setting deadline for the filing of written submission, Justice was initially minded to adjourn the case. And to a date in May, however, he reserved the timeline after Haywood Christopher lawyer Pamela Elder, SC, pointed out that her contract is due to come to an end that month. In late January, Haywood Christopher was arrested and detained by investigators led by Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCP, Suzette Martin. Her arrest was in relation to a probe into the procurement and importation of 2 sniper rifles for the Strategic Service Agency, the SSA. The Commission informed Haywood Christopher of her suspension hours after she was released from custody pending further investigation. Haywood Christopher filed the lawsuit challenging the legality of her suspension. She sought an injunction over the commissioning, decided to appoint DCP Junior Benjamin to temporarily replace her while she is on suspension. Acting Commissioner of Police Junior Benjamin stated that the process is continuing. Listen to this.
As the process would always be, where we go to the DPP and we get the advice, we would continue our investigations, and then based on our investigation, we would return to the DPP. We are in that process. The process continues where we we are doing our part now in terms of further advice that was given to us, and we are working on that as we speak. And when we finish, we would return to the DPP to see, to get further advice on the matter. So that's where we are.
So Trinidad and Tobago, remember, Benjamin saying the investigation is ongoing. But you know what I love about Benjamin? Benjamin said, and he had a spoken word, I asked God to be the commissioner of police. I wanted to be the commissioner of police. I begged God, Lord, grant me to be the commissioner of police. And I feel let's joke, and I listen to this video.
In this fight, we cannot be afraid. We cannot cower. Hello, I don't care what is the crime situation. I don't care who is the crime. I got to be strong. Somebody shout to the pastor, say, be strong. Be strong. Good. Be strong. I need to hear that too. Be strong. Be strong. People don't want to leave their house. Pastor, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Hey, be strong.
Is when he was telling God, or God was telling him, you gotta be strong. Why? Because I am going to appoint you. What? I am going to appoint you the commissioner. You the video? Trinidad and Tobago. I love DCP Benjamin, you know. I'm telling you, since I saw he was acting on stage and how he professed, I started to like the man. I started to like how he started to profess. So right now the investigation is going on, and we can safely say Benjamin is saying to be strong, Ola. Ola, you need to be strong. Benjamin is telling his congregation that they need to be strong. So Ola, in other words, while the investigation is going on, you need to be strong. We from Real Talk here, we are telling you to be strong. But nevertheless, so viewers, as we continue our program tonight, we have a video. I want to play. Look at this.
So if you start to talk negative things, a whole set of negative things will come. Because it is attracted by a word. But I start to speak some things over my life. I am telling, I am not going to die before my time. Hello, I am going to be a commissioner of police. I am going to be a good commissioner of police. I am going to be a good commissioner of police. Be a commissioner of police. I am going to be a good commissioner of police. I am going to be a leader of leaders. I start to
Trinidad and Tobago. We want to support Ola. Said, why are you saying that? Ola. Benjamin said on his pulpit, to be strong, you gotta be strong. And on top of that, he said, I want to be the commissioner. I am going to be the commissioner. He spoke it into reality. Today, he's the acting commissioner of police. So Ola, remember when you said, we gotta pray? Remember that, Ola? So in May month, you might know your fate. But what I want you to do, Ola, is to take your own advice. Take your own advice and do like Benjamin. Be strong. Profess, you're going to win your case. You need to be like Benjamin. Profess. All the time when crime was taking place in Trinidad and Tobago, and you had a blank page into how to fix crime, you were telling the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, we need to seek intervention. We need to seek a spiritual intervention. Well, to be honest with you, Benjamin took your advice. He took your advice. And he had a spiritual intervention. Today he's the acting commissioner of police. And where is Ola? Ola is caught up in a case with sniper rifle. Imagine that, eh? So Erla, I Saieed will tell you, practice what you preached to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Seek a divine intervention. Junior Benjamin, he did it. Look where he is today. But nevertheless, Trinidad and Tobago, we live in that for another day. WASA and the Surge Authority, Water and Surge Authority, WASA. Keith Roy, he's the new CEO, have stated that even though 3 of the 4 reservoirs in Trinidad and Tobago are currently above their long-term average, he was urging the public to conserve water as decreased rainfall has led to a decline in the water levels. Listen to this.
And then a number of other areas that we're seeking to enhance or improve our water supply through the fixing of leaks, through the replacement and I should say the repairs to a number of facilities.
Viewers, WASA said the Hillsburg Reservoir currently stands at 94.7%, largely above its long-term average of 77.8%. The Hollis Reservoir is currently at 77.8%, near its long-term average of 76.69%, while the Navad Reservoir is at 76.05%, also slightly above its long-term average of 74.57%. At present, the Arena Dam is currently at 74%, 10% below its long-term average of 84.30%. WASA said it was prepared to manage the country's water supply effectively. Sharon Bailey, Director of Water Management Service Central, said proactive measures will be implemented shortly in response to supplies challenges in various parts of Central. She stated that there are projects coming on stream in the near future together with 2 additional water wells to bring some relief in Central.
We have some projects that are coming on stream in the near future. We have 2 additional wells that we expect to, get started soon that would bring some relief to that area. We also have the Age Pipeline Replacement Project, which is due to start soon in Freeport.
Now, viewers, in recent posts, they advise the public to collect rainwater for gardening and outdoor cleansing. Install water-efficient appliances like toilet, washing machine, and dishwashers that have water-saving feature and take 5 minutes shower. Trinidad and Tobago, you think it easy? You think it easy? Imagine WASA released this. Limit showers to 5 minutes to conserve water. Any of you, do you all take 5 minutes in the shower? 2386716. Feel free to call in the program. I want to hear how long you just take to take a shower. Now, WASA is saying to install water-efficient appliances like toilets, washing machine, and dishwashers. With the same tone, WASA is saying now to the public to collect rainwater for gardening and outdoor cleansing. WASA acknowledge the drop in rainfall, but telling you to collect water. Let me tell you something. Every 3 months I display a bill. All over on social media we see where pipelines are burst and water are spraying And sometimes the village or the villagers will complain for weeks. A burst main have been like this. Thousands of gallons of water just wasting and Wasa ain't doing anything. Or is it that the center is not working? Or is it that the message not getting to them? Somewhere along those lines. But nevertheless, Wasa said to conserve water. Imagine that. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But before we go for that break, persons of interest. Natalie Pascal. Natalie, would you please get in touch with me? My office have been trying to call you and for some reason, you are not answering your phone. We don't know if you changed numbers, but nevertheless, this is one nice and easy way to get in touch with you. So Natalie Pascal, please contact Saeed as soon as possible. Thank you so much. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we have the pilots of Trinidad and Tobago asking the government to intervene so that Cal could give us our money when we return.
We'll be right back.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saeed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtalk Financing is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit for 5 years and over with upfront interest. Contact our central office at 238-6716 or our San Fernando office at 242-9944. You don't want to miss this great opportunity. Invest today and watch your investment work for you.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Realtalk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on a roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Realtalk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Realtalk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Realtalk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Now remember, viewers, those of you looking for cash borrow, remember, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. as long as you have collateral, house, land, gold, vehicle, within 24 to 36 hours, you can get your approvals at Real Talk Financing. Remember, I'm a licensed money lender. Our business are licensed. In 24 to 36 hours, you can get access to loan. Also, viewers, Real Talk Financing is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit with the interest up front. Now remember, no other financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago is giving you this. None. Remember, we are licensed to do business, to deal with money in Trinidad and Tobago. 5% viewers, look on your screen. That is the amount you're getting. 5% on 100,000 or 5% on 50,000. Remember, you're getting your interest up front. So viewers, on screen shortly, you will see the numbers. You can contact viewers to set up an appointment. Come in the office. We have 2 locations, Real Talk Credit Union and Real Talk Lending Center at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas. We also have Real Talk Credit Union in San Fernando. We also have a loan center in San Fernando. All numbers are on screen, viewers. Even in Victoria Village, come on, call our office, set up an appointment, and Trinidad and Tobago, you can access loan. So caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Said. Great program as usual.
Thank you, my friend.
I want the CEO of WASA to know what is his solution.
Correct.
A little child could tell you, dredge the dams, expand it, build new dams to catch water.
Yes.
Also, January month we had rain, so you come in to tell the citizens of this country now that we just a few weeks of sun we start getting that the dam running dry. Come on, man, you getting over $100,000 to come and tell us that we know that, and we hearing that St. Jesus Christ was a little boy.
Yes.
Every year in February month, March month, you say, oh God, the dam with them running dry. Tell us what is your solution now, that's what we want to hear. Anyway, Mr. Said, you have a great program. I met people from all over this country at a foreign country. I went for a little vacation over the carnival. I'm not a carnival man. And, we were talking. And some of the people I met, they was talking about extorting money.
Yes.
The government extorting money from us, the police, and them extorting money. So I said, where you all get that from, boy? Because I know the only station we hear that on is
Real Talk.
Real Talk, where it is real. So they tell me Real Talk. So I want you to know that your program is with everybody. It is touching a lot of people. Your program is well received, and the citizens I met, they are in praises for you because you are the only man in this country that is standing up for what is right and defending the citizens of this country and hoping this country will become a better place, and it will become a better place.
It will,
Mr.
yes.
Said. You have a lot of followers, and God bless you. God bless your program. And these filthy police officers who, I tell you, some of them said, when you see a police officer die, they're happy, you know why? They're advantaging the citizen, Mr. Said. How can you give a citizen $1,000 ticket? So you have your for not inspecting your vehicle? Go and arrest Rohan Sinanan for having the roads in the condition he have it in, and that is 6 demerit points. You got 3 from PC Suklal who ticket you for nothing.
Hey,
but
caller.
ticket you.
Caller.
So,
Hear
not
this.
having your vehicle inspected is 6 demerit points you're getting, I want to know what the opposition and union is going to do about this. This must cease. Mr. Sai, God bless you, man. You keep up the great work you're doing.
Caller, hear this. You there? You gone? Caller, hear this now. As you mentioned Suklal, let me tell you something. God time in Israel will be the best timing, When I got my ticket, we illegally overtaken on the left, and the 2-lane heading north. 2-lane. Remember, Suklal went on vacation right after. Trinidad and Tobago, what is getting for, He's a borough police. Municipal police. He's a municipal police. Also, he's on vacation. So it seems that when he got light up, you understand? He decided to go on vacation. So other officers in Trinidad and Tobago, friends and family, would not know that that is the Suklal that gives Said a makeup ticket. But nevertheless, God don't sleep. God don't sleep. Also, one of the police, remember I was telling you, let's have a police in stripes? He's acting, I believe it's a corporal or a sergeant. Acting, you know. And when I asked the stripe man, I said, hey, how your friend, your colleague could give me a ticket for illegally overtaking on the left when there's a 2-lane that heading north? You know where you working? Municipal. Right Chaguanas right here. Right Chaguanas. But one thing I want to say, Trinidad and Tobago, wicked people don't ever survive. You know why? God will always have some kind of sickness on you. I'm telling you. When you decide to be wicked, God will send a sickness for you. So I want to tell Trinidad and Tobago, and I want to tell police officers, and I'm directing this, I'm directing this to a wicked policeman in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something. Anybody know how diabetes is function? Anybody know how diabetes is? When you have diabetes and you get a cut, that cut is healed. Trinidad and Tobago are asking all you, when you suffer from diabetes and you get a cut, does that cut heal? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So I want to tell the acting corporal, and I want to tell Suklal, I'm going to tell you something. I get all the info that I need to get on all you. I know all your name, I know all your age, I know all your living, I know all your relationships. It's Saieed on national television. Information don't hide. And it has come when? On the right time. On the right time. Imagine, as Sukla get light up, he gone on vacation. As Sukla get light up, he gone on vacation. Sickness is not for everybody, you know. Sickness is not for everybody. I just thank God I have no sickness. Absolutely none. None. I healthy like I run a horse. But I want to tell wicked police people, you don't ever use the power of the police to put wickedness on people. It has come back because somebody has planned for you. Somebody has planned for you. And a man like me, who does do spirit work, trust me, I'm planning, you know. I don't plan, I have a bar light and sit down 1 o'clock in the morning and actually do it. That is me. So I want to tell wicked police who suffer from diabetes, I want you to understand, you could be anywhere and you could get in a fight. And when you get cut in your hand or your belly or in your face, that ain't healing. I want you to understand that. When I get all the information about the acting corporal, I say, Lord, thank you. I tell you, I say, Lord, thank you. Because at the right appointed time, the person called me. He said, Saieed, I have some info for you. And I said, what it is? He said, remember the 2-stripe person you was talking about when they get roadblock? I said, yeah. He said, there's an acting corporal. I said, serious? They give me your name, they give me your address, they give me how many family member you have. You what? I tell you, I get everything about the man. That's one part of the story. Good. So I want to ask the municipal police in Chaguanas. I live in Chaguanas, you know. But one thing I got to tell you, don't play stink for more, you're going to regret it. Do not play stink for side and come after side because you're going to regret it. Let me just draw a little, what does it call it? Scenarios. The Alsing went on a platform and said, have a loud mouth man on TV. Just open me mouth, blah, 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 blah. News come back to my ears. And I told the Alsing, said the Alsing, you get in an accident, you know. Boom shot the Alsing, get in an accident. Right here on my platform, I told the Alsing, I said, the Alsing, I is the man who did that. Bold and brave. I ain't afraid.
We'll be right back.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Real Talk Financing is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit for 5 years and over with upfront interest. Contact our central office at 238-6716 or our San Fernando office at 242-9944. You don't want to miss this great opportunity. Invest today and watch your investment work for you.
Welcome back.
And I thought we get cut before because I started to mention police? No! They're not going to do me that. So I'm going to tell you something. As I was saying, wicked police. When the Alsing went up and he said, oh, loud man on TV, boom shot, he ended up in the accident. I come out right here on national television, I tell the Alsing, I said, Mr. the Alsing, don't ever say what you say again. Because in the next accident you get in, you may not survive. An accident could happen anywhere, you know. Anywhere, anytime, day or night. Day or night. This is for the wicked police. I want to ask, Chaguanas municipal or borough police, when all you see individuals in Chaguanas street hustling, and all you pass with all your police vehicle, and all you pick up their goods, what I want to know is what all it is do with the goods. What all it is do with the goods. Making some strong accusation, you know. I will tell you why. I want to know what the municipal police or the corporation police does do with the market goods that they take from people in the streets of Chaguanas Main Road. Or the clothes that all might seize from somebody. What all it is do with it? I live in Chaguanas. 14 Carney Savannah Road in Chaguanas. That's where I live. And I'm saying it. Oh, Prince Margaret is saying it. And I'm saying it in big. What all it is do with the goods? Is it that at the end of the day, when all us see is goods, friends and families just come and all us give them it? Who said who tell you to say that? All you work in Chaguanas, I live in Chaguanas. Is it that friends and families just come and there is inherit what all you see is? I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. You see, I'm one person living in Chaguanas and I don't like stinkness being done to the citizens of Chaguanas. I don't like it at all, at all, at all. As I mentioned, Sukla going on vacation. You don't play stink. Because when you tell yourself you stink, you have a man more stink than you. Who? My name is Saieed. And I just do spirit work. And I could be stink as a rotten ganda egg. That's how stink I could be. I have a script in my hand, you know. But there's something that needs to be addressed. When you all pick up people market goods that they purchase and they come out to sell. Because the Chaguanas market full, you know. Chaguanas market full. But people need to make a living. And these people who selling the clothes and they sell any market stuff, you know what they do? They choose not to rob. They choose not to walk with an illegal firearm. They choose not to break into somebody's house. That's what they choose not to do. And I support them for coming out and hustling the honest way. But I want to ask borough police and municipal police throughout Trinidad, when you all take these people's goods, what do you do with it? When last you heard somebody whose goods have been taken by police went to court? My job is to highlight issues that is taking place in Trinidad. So is it now that these goods stay in the station and rotten? Or is it that officers carrying home these goods? So if officers carrying home these goods, how do they call all you? Bandits? I'm just asking. Because all they're taken from the hustlers, and instead of you carry it to court, you jump in your car, you fill your trunk, and you go home. So how do they call you now? This is for the borough and the municipal throughout Trinidad and Tobago. How do they call you? Are you a law-abiding officer? Are you a law-abiding citizen? Or are you a bandit in police uniform? I don't know. I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. That's part 2. Now this is part 3. This now will spin all your head in a different direction. Today, a few vendors from Shogunas came to meet me. And they were willing to, I want to let her listen carefully, you know. I could be real stinky, you know. Because when I come at my son, 3 blind and 1 dead, you know. I didn't take it sitting down, I didn't take it lying down, I didn't take it stand up, I didn't take it with my eye closed. I opened my eye and I dealt with that issue. Today, a few vendors came to me. And they shelled out $100,000. A few vendors came to me, hard working. As a person will look at you and read you out just so you know. You know why? Because I just do spirit work. It's the gift that God is manifesting me and tell you who He is while I'm looking at you. People who came to me already will tell you that you can't slip wrong side. He will pick up every single thing. From the day you're born until the day you're going to die. Because that is blessings God have upon me. That is spirit God put upon me. Few vendors came to me with $100,000 cash money. You see just how I hold in this paper? A bag of money. A few of them come. $100,000. You know to do what? To make sure that these officers do not seize their goods. And when they finish work, give it to friends and family and carry it home. It have the days that it's come up on television and it is run with my script and highlight it. And it have the days I will highlight real issues that is facing us. $100,000. Saieed, do these officers anything you wish. Because we heard when they came at your son, 3 blind and 1 dead. That's why I ask municipal police officers and corporation police officers, what do you do with goods that you seize from vendors? $100,000 was given to me today to deal with some office. On national television, my program is go live and I'm telling all of the issues. Now, don't play all your comment by me. So ask me, who is the police? Or what they're going on to. Don't make that mistake and cross that line. Don't make that mistake. Don't even knock on my door. Don't even threaten me. Don't even interfere with my business. Because trust me, the outcome I ain't all I won't like it. You see, we live in a country where police officers, I'm talking in general, there are good ones and there are bad ones, who love to take advantage. They're using police uniform to take advantage. I'm going to tell you something. I want you to understand. Yes, we have criminals. And yes, I love when police deal with criminals. But there's also the innocent individual in society. And God gave you a brain. And He gave you an English-speaking tongue in your mouth. He gave you a functional brain to use discretion. You see, that's what I mean by discretion. The acting corporal and Suklal didn't realize that the 2-lane by mid-center heading north, you could merge to any lane. They didn't have discretion. They had coconut brain. It just had fluid in it. There are times I skin and grin on my show. And there are times that I am very serious. You see, come on to Spirit Walk, I don't play games. The Alsing realized that. The individual and them who set up the shot, when they went after my son, they realized how serious I was after. Hence the reason why I asked that question on national television. You see, officers, when you tell yourself, you're going to take up people's thing and you will have it, trust me, God don't sleep. God don't sleep. It have plenty police. It have plenty police when they walk in the streets. They're always like this. They have to watch their back. Let me tell you something. I'm not against police, you know. Police have their work to do. Their job is to protect and serve the citizen, not to take from the citizen. Let me tell you something. I could be a stink man, you know. I could be stinkers when they boss a ganda egg, you know. And then again, I could be a real nice loving person, you know. Look for Christmas going there, we'll talk about over $100,000 in groceries. And just before Ramadan starts, I told individuals, now the month of Ramadan, I will be giving away groceries. Call the office and put on your name. But hey, you show your point, don't bother with me. Giving charity comes from my heart and not my lip. That's why you see I'm so blessed. But stinkness is something I don't like. Stinkness is something I don't like. It's just a warning. It's just a warning. And for those officers who have diabetes, you should find out why you have it. You should find out why. You see, you don't hear talk like this nowhere. No other station. You know why? I don't know. They're probably afraid to mention it. Me afraid? No. I live in Trinidad in a real country. Pilots and them begging for their own money. Imagine that. Pod workers begging. That is how real it is. But nevertheless, viewers, we're going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to hear about the pilots.
We'll be right back.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan? Only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the blaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Welcome back.
So Trinidad and Tobago, just to clarify something, when the market vendors and them came to me and give me the $100,000, that wasn't to put no hit on police, you know. I'm going to clarify that because Trinidad, I didn't bring this thing odd now. That was to do spirit work. I just want to clear it up. You understand? That was to do spirit work on them. Because they're tired and they're fed up. You come in, you see we hustling. We ain't no gun, we hustling. But you want to take up with thing and carry it in all your place now. When the evening reach, you want to put it in a trunk. You want to call your friends. You want to call your family. You want to call Tom, Dick, and Harry. Why? Because all you see is people thing. That $100,000 was to do spirit work. That's me. Spirit have my business running. I'll jump in and I'll go interfere with it now. The smallest child to the oldest person in Trinidad and Tobago know about spirit. So we're going back to our regular programming now. Trinidad and Tobago Pilot Association have stated that it is prepared to refer to the wage dispute with Caribbean Airlines to the industrial court if ongoing consultation effort do not come to a fruitful stage. Industrial Relations Consultant Timothy Bailey said the CAL board and management have failed to implement the approved salary payment for pilots. Listen to this.
We are saying to the board and the management of Caribbean Airlines, while we know you want a party, our pilots want their money as of this morning after the council has met and made a decision that we will not be continuing outside of the 14 days that the minister's jurisdiction to conciliate. We are asking for an unresolved certificate for the matter to be referred to the court, although we are open at any point in time, even during the carnival, to participate in conversations with the company to settle these negotiations.
So Trinidad and Tobago, he said even though a collective agreement would have been signed on document 11th, on December 11, 2024, between the parties, the payment between 2015 to 2023 period has not been satisfied. Only a percentage of payment have been given to the pilot to date. Listen to this.
Caribbean Airlines, since December of 2024, upon receipt of our proposal, had indicated to this pilot body and the pilot that they would revert us in January and start negotiations with a counter proposal. To date, we have received no counter proposal. At the ministry, for the first time we are hearing is because they are doing a lot of stuff and they're busy, and there was some safety issue in the airline. And we are saying that Caribbean Airlines is not a parlor. It's an established entity with a functional HR and IR department, and most importantly, it caters not only locally but internationally to clients. And we are saying that the excuses that were given at the Ministry of Labour are not justifiable.
Viewers, the Pilot Association is again calling on Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley to intervene in the ongoing dispute. One more time.
We know the dog wags the tail, and it's not the opposite. Is it that the tail is wagging the dog here? Because the Minister of Finance has given approval since October 30th. This is public information. And the board is doing its own thing. And that is the reason why, if the Minister of Labour weight is not enough, we are calling on the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. We as the pilots stand to lose because we all are aware that we are in an election season. If the government calls an election, it means that there can be no dissemination of funds once the election is called and Parliament is dissolved. We are calling on the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago to intervene because he clearly understands the importance of the pilots. If we go back in COVID, he would have been one of the individuals that would have said publicly that you can't pick up a pilot on the side of the street. So we know he recognizes the importance of his pilots. So we are calling on the Prime Minister or anybody who's occupying that office currently to intervene in this matter immediately.
So now Trinidad and Tobago, while the pilot is begging for their money, the medical doctors and the public health sector have since launched an online petition to try to press for a salary increase, claiming it to be sorely overdue by a group calling itself Concerned Public Sector Doctors. It stated that public sector doctors in Trinidad and Tobago have nearly 10 years without a salary increase, yet government officials have just approved a pay raise for up to 47% for themselves. I'll listen to this.
But in terms of doing the right thing, I have not advocated for anything publicly, personally, and I decided, as I told you before, that I'm quite comfortable dealing with what the work of the Election and Boundaries Commission, the Salary Review Commission. So there's nothing new here to me, and I think people have their views and they will express them as they go along.
So imagine Trinidad and Tobago. The pilots and them after negotiation now, okay, I'll get 4%. They nearly get nothing. They're begging for the government to intervene. So while waiting on the pilot now, the doctors and them decide now, after 10 years, with no increase, government ministers got 47% increase. So they're asking for a salary increase also. Now you can't vex with them. You can't vex with them. I wonder what the Alsing is saying now. I wonder what the Alsing is saying. Remember, Marvin Gonzalez said. You had the video of Marvin Gonzalez? You was supposed to have it. Trinidad and Tobago, Marvin Gonzalez stood on a platform while ministers getting increase, pilot begging for their money, Port Authority workers begging for their money, now the doctors begging for increase. You know what Marvin Gonzalez said? Your mothers and your fathers might be able to take you out once for the month. They may not be able to take you out 3 and 4 times for the month again. You know why? Because we had to beg like some dog to the ministers and them for our own pay increase. So hear this now. All I now realize why I tell the SRC individuals and them, when they turn their head to the situation, the head should sit just like that. All remember when I say that? The SRC has seen all that, you know. The SRC eyes. You know when you go to the racetrack, those of you who have ever been to the racetrack, when you go here, you see the horse and them, they just have two shields to the side of them. Just by the eyes. You know why? Only to look forward, not sideways. You're running forward, not sideways. So those in the SRC, they only seen what the government doing. They may see what the private sector and the people who want to beg for increase. Hence the reason why I tell them, all I want to turn heads and I want to see what's going on with the public, all the blasted head should stay just so. I say in that side. Carry me to court now. Carry me to court. When all I go to court, then you all will see the real thing that is happening to Trinidad and Tobago. Because my lawyer is prepped with a long list of people suffering in the country. Ministers increase. Hey, you don't have insulin in the hospital. SRC, you all seen that? All the family should end up inside there waiting for insulin. So viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, this is Saieed, this is Real Talk. We'll be live another night for another show. Until then, be safe.